I know you've talked about it, but how often do you get asked about it, and how nice was it?
Yeah, it's been a hot topic here the last week, but yeah, it was nice to keep things going. I think for us, we've been looking to put consistent performances together and get wins on top of one another. So to be able to get out of that Colorado game with a win, get 2 in a row, knowing we were coming home with a good opportunity to get 3 like we did, was huge, and now it pushes us up in the standings. You know, we've said all along, if you can string some wins together, it's amazing how quick you can jump in the standings, and we've seen that.
It's kind of interesting how you play pretty well all season, but then just can't seem to get that goal at the end, and now it's starting to come together.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. The guys in the locker room, we've had belief this whole year. Have there been some rough times where we wish we got more, especially out of a lot of home games? Absolutely. But there was never really a worry within the group because we knew we were playing well from game one. It's just finally coming around now, and now we just got to keep things going. You know, we got a little bit of a break here with a bye weekend, but things kick back up with the Open Cup and a big one against Seattle.
How do you feel? Pardon me. The Open Cup, you've got 3. You know, you're on a roll in MLS to have to step aside and go to a U.S. Open Cup game. Is that okay? Talk about the nuances and differences.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different competition. We all know that. It's different from the league, but it's one we're excited about, and especially drawing Seattle at Seattle in the first game. It's going to create a little bit more buzz early on in the competition.
What's the reason why this team's playing so well right now, Jack? I know you played on some great Timbers teams, but what about this team this year? What's the secret this year?
You know, like I just said, we've had belief from the beginning. The results haven't came easy, and I think that's made us a stronger group in the locker room. You know, guys have had each other's backs. We've had to dig deep. You know, we've lost some guys. Some guys have stepped up and played some key roles along this stretch, and I think you've seen the depth in this team really come through in the past 2 weeks and help this team along.
Do you think that having the weekend off, when you have this kind of momentum, is something that you want for rest, or do you feel like you kind of wish you were playing this weekend?
Yeah, it's always nice when you're in a groove to get back out there, but at the same time, getting a few days off and sitting on 3 wins here on the trot is nice too. So you can kind of look at it either way, but you know, for us, we just look at the next one, put the league aside for now, look to Open Cup, and it's going to be a tough one against Seattle. You know, they're a team in this competition that's been very tough to beat, especially at third place, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Do you feel like the confidence in the group has grown by stringing together these few wins?
Absolutely. I think that's just that's human nature. When you're winning games, there's confidence amongst the group. There's a good vibe out here at training, more so than whenever you're going through a tough stretch. But like I said, the belief has never wavered within this group, but it's nice to finally get rewarded for your play.
Jack, you've been with the team since the start of the MLS era here. Obviously, we've been making a lot about the lack of a 3-win run. The fans have been. How does it feel for you to sort of finally get that monkey off your back, so to speak?
Yeah, I think it's probably, again, this is one of those things that's probably talked about in the press more than is in the locker room. It's definitely nice, like I said, whenever you string something together, to see where you can get in the standings, and it happens pretty quick. But for us, I mean, it's a tough league when you're on the road every other week to string 3 in a row. But we've done that now. We've got some home games in the league right around the corner, so we're just looking to continue the run we're on and keep playing well.
Cool. Can I ask you a question just about Alvis Powell?
Yeah.
He's obviously a young guy and has grown a lot in the time he's been here. What have you seen from him and how he's been able to grow?
Yeah, I mean, it's for him. You know, watching him the last couple of years, you've seen a big